The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre international treats, alone or in head-to-head battles. My name is Jess, and with me is my panel of snacking experts. Right here is Pat.
Hello, Jess.
Hello, Pat. And right over here, just off screen, is our beautiful Ed Sullivan.
I'm waving, but they can't see me because I'm off screen.
It's a nice wave. Picture like a gentle wave.
It's almost like a queen wave.
Yeah.
Kingly wave.
Oh, right. Good point.
Today I'm actually pretty excited. We're bringing back our old favorites, the Oreo.
They sure do a lot of special ones.
Which keeps us going.
Yeah, I'm going to focus in on what the topic is today.
So right about now, the seasons are about to start changing. You're looking at fall designs and fall flavors. Right now we have the Oreo with the spooky Halloween designs, but they're the same flavor, so don't let it fool you, and orange cream. The other ones are maple cream Oreos with the blonde Oreos. I'm pretty excited with you. And I don't hide it all together too well. But yeah, I haven't tried these ones, so...
Yeah, they, as it turns out, they just hit retailer shelves in August. So they're pretty fresh off the presses.
I mean, they're limited edition, so if you guys want to try them, I would recommend looking for them now. And if you talk to your local grocer, they'll probably be able to pull them in.
Yeah, and as always, I think the limited edition is always a smaller package size.
Yeah.
The Boo Oreos aren't marked as a limited edition. You know, they do seasonal things from time to time where they just have different designs on the cookie, and then they'll put some coloring in the filling, but it's the same Oreo, basically.
You know what? I'm fine with it. There's never been a sad Oreo for me.
No, they make you very happy. I know that.
They do. So, looking at these...
I think you almost got to go for the light one first. I mean, we know what an Oreo tastes like, so we don't want to disguise the flavor of the maple cream.
And since it's an old favorite and an old friend, we can just go visit him after, and it'll still be great.
Oh, yeah. They'll be waiting for us, Jess. Oreos never judge you. Keep that in mind. Yeah, so it is a golden cookie with maple-flavored cream. And, you know, Jess, they've been on a roll with these limited editions. This is the 5th limited edition this year. And the others were, they had the Love Oreo, which I believe we sampled. And I don't think we were crazy about that. The cream had something going on there. Limited edition Most Stuff also came out in January.
Those are good.
The Easter egg came out in February. We tried those. I think the cookie even was kind of oval shaped, right?
I think they were, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't see this one. This in July, there was a Baskin Robbins mint chocolate chip. Yeah, I never came across it.
I think I missed it entirely, which is weird.
I missed them all.
I'm so sorry, Pat. I really like this.
You're supposed to keep me up on that.
Listen, I want them all for myself. I'm greedy. I really like this cookie. I don't know about you.
Very good. Get that strong maple flavor at the beginning, and then it smooths right out to a creamy maple, very subtle.
It's soft. It's not aggressive. There's no overwhelming foulness afterwards, because sometimes with the flavoring, you can really go too far. This one is delicious.
I'm getting a little bit of almost like a burnt sugar off it.
I thought that was going to be the cookie. Do you think it's in the filling? I'll separate it if I need to.
You do. I mean, that's an approved technique, Jess.
Believe it or not, I actually think a lot of the flavoring
The cookie.
is cookie.
You take just the cream. A lot of the flavoring is in that cookie.
It's funny because it tastes completely different. If you sample the filling and you sample the cookie separately, It's not as mapley as the whole cookie combined.
No, the filling's pretty standard Oreo filling, just kind of a disturbing shade of brown.
It is quite disturbing. But
It's like cooking. You got to put all the ingredients in to make it.
But the thing that Oreo does best for me is ratios. The ratio of cookie to filling is quite impeccable, actually. I'm good with it. I like it.
Yeah, it's funny when you separate it out, you don't get from either one the full blast of the maple until you sample them together.
Like I said, cooking. They cooked it up.
They must have experts working on this stuff.
Not the experts, though, apparently, because we're here,
Well, we're not necessarily the experts in manufacturing.
says you.
What are you up to that I'm not aware of, Jess? Now, about the same time that these maple cream came out, they released the Oreo Boo.
Yep.
That has 5 spooky Halloween designs on the cookie.
Yeah, cute.
A jack-o'-lantern. There's a bat with the words "Dare to Dunk" written on the cookie.
Dare to dunk.
We got a spider web.
Got that bad boy?
We got a witch.
I don't have a witch.
And a ghost.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
Well, I got the jack-o'-lantern, I got the Dare to Dunk, and I got the spider web.
I got the Boo and the spider web. I dare to dunk.
So
I got the spider web and the
the
jack-o'-lantern.
Boo is the ghost, right?
That's it. Yep.
All right. So we're missing one of them, but I'm sure it's in there.
I'm sure one of us will go hunting for it.
So, aside from the cookie designs, all they really did was dye some cream orange. And the packaging bears that out. It just says orange colored cream.
Same taste.
Same great taste, Jess.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is the same great taste. It's a great Oreo. I like Oreos. I'm not sad.
Nope.
And for whatever reason, I never thought I'd say this, but I really enjoy eating the spider web.
Well, I'll tell you. I always love a good Oreo, but it's not something that occurs to me to buy when I'm at the supermarket.
Really? They wrote me in.
So you just grab them,
Grab them all.
big armful. I'm going to give you some snack news from the UK this week.
Okay.
This sort of blew up a little bit on social media.
Okay, what happened?
Well, there's a dad over there, and he decided he was going to rank their chocolate bars from a category of God chocolate bar all the way down to a vomit tier.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was controversial,
It
Jess.
sounds a little aggressive.
You know, this gentleman's name is Bruno Boucher, and he pitted 16 different candy bars. Not all of them are available in the U.S., and some of them are, though. You know, on his God tier, he's got something called a picnic, which I don't think we have here.
We don't.
Turkish Delight, which I can verify is disgusting. It really shouldn't be in a God tier. And the chomp, you know, down in the, it says, would rather eat a bucket of cat vomit tier.
We could arrange that.
There's a
gosh, that's so gross.
candy bar called a Violet Crumble. And I think
would
it really
try it.
does have a violet taste, you know, like that gum that's
I love that
violet.
gum. I love the violet mints.
Well, this is somewhat controversial. The Milky Way is down in the cat vomit tier,
Seriously?
along with something called the Choquito
Ooh, I like the name.
and the Bounty.
So,
The coconut bar? That guy's out of his mind.
so that guy really has no taste.
Maybe he is eating cat vomit.
Yeah, I mean, he posted this. He said, don't bother commenting. This isn't up for discussion, which invited all kinds of comments.
100% of the time.
One commenter remarked, the only one I agree with is the Bounty. So I don't know. Some people are, and maybe they just don't like coconut,
Yeah.
Jess.
What kind of people are these?
Disturbed.
There you go.
Yeah, another said, this is a joke. I mean, there's one tier called pleb, presumably for plebeian. Pleb tier should definitely be the God tier. So this one thought, well, you got to move that whole tier up. Somebody else, and it wasn't me, said, who even likes Turkish Delight?
It was him.
And somebody else added, no, this is totally out of order.
I mean, when people are snacking, they really get offended when you trash their favorite snack.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to trash them. You can say they're not to your taste.
Correct.
But if it's a popular snack, somebody must be buying it.
Unless they're mustard flavored, because then we're really talking some cat vomit.
Sounds to me what this guy did was put the 16 on a board, throw numbered dots at him, had the arrangement, threw it out there just so people could discuss it.
Maybe he was having a rough day.
You'd have to be in a coma to rank them like that. And if you're in a coma, you can't rank them.
That's true.
Well, and I think social media is always suspect. People post things just to generate some controversy, you know?
Right. And I mean, if you want to get reactions, mess with people's snacks.
Absolutely.
I think Oreos are gaining a lot of extra fans right now. We're taking extra pictures with them.
So let me tell you something about, we did a whole thing on Japanese KitKats. So
Those were ridiculously good.
Well, there's always something going on in the Japanese KitKat market.
They're so smart.
Let's not go there, please.
No, please go there. Go there.
So, yeah, I mean, we talked about the reasons why they have high shelf turnover and people expect to see new things all the time.
Right.
So there's a new flavor that captures the flavor of a busy port city, and that would be the city of Yokohama.
Okay.
They have their own KitKat now based on a famous local sweet that people buy in Yokohama. And this sweet is, I'm trying to, bone up on my Japanese, a shingen mochi rice dessert.
So it's the mochi ice cream? The rice paste?
No, it turns out this is chestnut-flavored Kit Kats.
I'm intrigued, actually. I kind of really want to try it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got really nice packaging. It's a cruise ship on the package.
Oh, that's cute as a button.
Because I think Yokohama is a cruise ship destination, and people come by these shingen thingans,
whatever. You did good.
to take home as souvenirs. And it says, these shingen things are small sponge cakes filled with chopped Japanese chestnuts and Japanese chestnut paste, and are loved by many, Jess.
I want them to be loved and tried by me.
They say the snack has a sweet and mellow flavor.
So it's the exact opposite of my personality.
Yeah, and I think, this is timely because in Japan, chestnut-flavored goods spike in popularity during this season.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, they have appeared by now because they were supposed to be available at souvenir stores on September 11th.
Oh, that's beautiful. So they're already out.
They're available. People could go to Japan and get these.
I'm still dreaming about the peach Kit Kats.
Oh, my gosh. Those were delightful, weren't
Those
they?
were probably the tastiest thing I have ever eaten in my life.
I mean, do you think they're in contention for snack of the year?
They're a snack of my lifetime so far.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't set the ground rules yet, but if we can't retaste it, I don't think it can be,
I know. No. I accept this.
I have concerns about, recommending something that most of the people who listen can't get.
Well, you could have a B list.
All we need is a few people to go with us to Japan. We'll just buy them all.
You could have a B list where things that are not available are readily available.
Or worth making a trip overseas for.
If you ever get a chance, you're ever there, pick it up.
Mm-hmm. There's another one that I talk about before every episode that I miss. It's my Sweet Sweet Rocky Road.
You've been dreaming about those.
Ever since the episode, all I want is another Rocky Road bar.
What you want for Christmas?
I put it on my Christmas list.
You should.
And I did. All flavors. I'm happy with these Oreos. I don't know about you. I see you snacking still.
Yeah, I'm not a maple guy.
You aren't. I thought this might sway you.
No. It didn't disgust me. So
I dig it.
I don't know. I mean, you try to take into account that something may not appeal to you and I think the maple was well balanced. I think somebody who likes maple would love that cookie.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's probably a 95 rating. It's very well executed.
They always do well. Good for you, Oreo.
And Oreo's an Oreo. I mean, these are always delightful. I'm not sure that having, food coloring is adding anything to this equation, but I'm not going to necessarily ding it for that. So I'll go 96 on the Boo.
All righty. How are you feeling, Pat?
I'm feeling good. I'm going to start with this one first. The regular Oreo, right? It's a marketing. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's an Oreo, and it's great, and I'll give it a 97. Right? The maple, I like the maple. You have to separate it to try it. Do the cream, do the cookie, and do a cookie and cream together. And how they just melt together. It's beautiful, and I'm going to give that a 95.
I think you're right on that, Pat. It is a good strategy. Have a cookie, try them separately, and have another one.
You know what? I think that people now are probably starting to see that you really should taste every part of an Oreo before you decide, because they do smartly mix up where their flavors are hitting. So for me, the maple is a hard 98. I love maple. Maple is pretty much a year-round thing for me. Like, I dig it in the summer just as much as I dig it in the winter. And standard Oreo, I really like it. Very happy with it. And I thought the spiderweb was impressly tasty. Go figure. It's my
That's your favorite one,
so
the
97. Yes, the spiderweb was my favorite.
She left the jack-o'-lantern.
Now I'm going to be tricked into thinking it's pumpkin flavored. Who knows? Anarchy. So our final snack authority totals for them is a 96 for the limited edition maple and a 97 for the spooky, which is an Oreo. So yay, Oreo. I'm feeling good about them. If you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of what to pair against each other, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. We really like to hear from you. Please let your snack eating friends know about us. Share us, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating, because those are very, very sweet to give to people. This is the Snack Authority. For Ed, Pat, and myself, have a wonderful week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.